Welcome back to Hytale Spins. How are you doing? I hope you're having a great day. In today's video, we're going to be talking about what the community has to say about Hytale expectations. But before we begin with today's topic, make sure to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and turn on the notifications so you don't miss any of our upcoming videos. Without further ado, let's get right into the video. When a game rides the hype train for as long as Hytale has, there are bound to be a lot of expectations riding on it. And with the number of fans in the community increasing with each growing year, those expectations have also started to get wild. And that's exactly what we're talking about today, because in this video we're going to be looking at the most anticipated and demanding parts of Hytale the community is expecting to see when the game is released. So, without further ado, let's get started. A vast world. Hytale's world has been its major selling feature since the beginning. It's not difficult to see why, especially in the realm of Orbis. Coming from the worlds of Minecraft and Roblox, one of the ways the Hypixel servers set themselves apart was the depth of their fantasy world. From the kind of flora, trees, and landforms that scattered the wilderness, there were a billion more castles, temples, and ruins than anybody could have imagined. There was something about the vastness of the universe that drew out the adventurer in all of us. With Hytale being a direct successor and the development of those servers, it was almost a foregone conclusion that fans would seek an even larger in-game area. With that in mind, how effectively is Hytale's shipping set to do so? Fortunately for us, the answer appears to be startlingly positive for the time being. From the hundreds of biomes that have been mentioned to the 5 distinct civilizations, each with its own history and culture, there is something for everyone. Not to mention the hundreds of different building types that arise from the very remarkable construction method. It appears that one thing that we Hytale fans won't have to worry about with the world is our expectations not being satisfied. In the same vein, there's another fan request that the studio appears to be more than glad to accommodate. Lots of critters. One of the things that Minecraft is sometimes chastised for is the number of creatures available in the game. As a consequence, it's one of the things Hytale has always desired to improve on. Since the game's announcement, the number of mobs, monsters, and bosses has been steadily increasing. There's the towering mosh horn or the more utilitarian creatures like wolves, gazelles, and even the formidable grizzly bear, from desert-dwelling ferns to the legendary Quebec, which has been the topic of many works of beautiful fan art. And if we keep going on and truly start counting all the mobs, the list will grow to more than 150 animals. And keep in mind, those are only the ones that have been revealed. So it's reasonable to assume that each of the dozen or so beautiful biomes that will have a plethora of critters for us to explore, hunt, or even tame to our heart's delight. That set of restrictions applies not just to these common animals, but also to a particular specific class of monsters that have been high in demand by fans for quite some time. The Boss Gallery. If there's one thing that the sandbox gaming community loves, it's bosses. It's one of the few achievements in an open world game that you can genuinely earn, so it's simply entertaining and enjoyable to play. If there's one thing that any sandbox game such as Minecraft or Terraria could use more of, it's the number of bosses. As a result, one of the many areas that Hytale has tried to innovate is the variety of bosses available for us to play with. After all, one of the early Hypixel servers' claims to fame was that they improved fighting over vanilla Minecraft. So it's no surprise that in addition to the regular assortment of aggressive mobs, there will be a long list of exceptional monsters for us to face. While the boss's precise names and features have yet to be revealed, a few names from the mob list offer us a good sense of what they'll look like. The enchantingly called Sand Empress, the huge Kraken, and the Ice Dragon each have their own biome. There's also the unassumingly called Void Dragon, who appears to be crying out to another dragon-based boss from a game I won't name. To recapitulate, the kick-ass list of hazardous animals that we'll get to face once the game is out on one of the most anticipated aspects, and that, assuming nothing goes wrong, we'll absolutely witness. That's enough for the number of things that we'll be able to interact with in the game, but what about the things we'll be able to construct ourselves? I'm referring to building styles, customization, combat weaponry, and all that jazz. As you can guess, the heightened community has taken care of that, with Hytale's excellent construction system being one of the most widely acclaimed aspects. That's it for today. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on that notification bell so you never miss out on any future content we'll produce for you guys. We're signing off now, but we'll be sure to catch you all in the next one.